Welcome back to the channel. It is January 26th, and this is going to be the breakdown of the Draftkings slate for January 27th. This is a big slate we got here. Huge slate. Going all the way to 10 o'clock. Just one 10 o'clock game. That's a little bit different. Usually it's a little jam-packed. It's front heavy with a lot of 7 to 7:30 games. 12-game slate. That means a ton of stars that are going to be available at your disposal. A few stars are going to be out. Karl Anthony Towns. Maybe we're waiting on news on LeBron James. He's always questionable, but he's going to play. Sabonis is questionable. We're not sure about him. He's in a good matchup. I would like him to be back. He had left at midway in that last game for the Indiana Pacers, so he might be ready for the next one. So let's get into this, all right? Let's start at 7K and below at the point guard position. We have an opportunity. Hopefully, these injuries, come through for us for the Miami Heat. You're looking at possibly questionable Tyler Hero and questionable Dragic. They're worried about Dragic, what is it? Groin again. So I don't think they want to have that flare up again. So if those two guys are definitely out and their backup, Gabe Vincent, who played decent against the Brooklyn Nets, then you're looking at Kendrick Nunn at 5,700 getting minutes in the upper 30s. And he's been very consistent the last, 4 or 5 games right there. He struggled in the second game against Brooklyn. It was the shooting percentage that really hurt him. The field goal percentage. He was 1 for 8 from three. That wasn't too well. But the previous games, 7 for 14, got you 32 DK. He played 39 minutes against Toronto, got you 40 DK. And then the other game against Toronto got you 47 DK. So they got a little bit of a discount at 5,700. I think there's value here, especially if he's going to be the only point guard available for the Miami Heat. Even if two of these three guys are going to be out, I still would lean to Kendrick Nunn because they're going to need his minutes, going to need him to orchestrate the offense between him and whoever starts next to him. All right. Next position, we're looking at the shooting guard. And I want to look at someone I want starters minutes. But someone that's just a little bit too cheap. Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder at 5,500 in a competitive game going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. This should be a very high-scoring affair, back-and-forth game between two talented teams. And this is where you're going to get the Lakers playing at their best, going up against the Philadelphia 76ers playing at their best because they are a very elite home team. They struggle on the road, but at home, they are serious. They swept the Celtics. And I think they can give the Lakers a run for their money. I'm not sure if they'll win. They'll probably lose. But this is definitely a game that is going to come down to the last tip. And then this is when I want him. You're getting Dennis Schroeder, who's been putting up 30s every other game. He's against Chicago, 32, against Houston, 33. Got you 29 against OKC, 32 against New Orleans, 38 in a higher pace game against Golden State Warriors. So the potential is there. The last 3 games, a little downtick. It was more LeBron handling and just dominating. So I think this can be an opportunity for him to bring his price right back up to where it belongs because 5,500 is not where it belongs, especially if he's giving you well over 30 DK. So we're going to have Dennis Schroeder in a nice prime cheap spot going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Next, we're going to look at the Phoenix Suns. And now the Phoenix Suns are going to be dealing with just one injury with Booker. And that's going to leave some opportunities to a few of these guys. Okay? If you're just looking at this Phoenix rotation that they have right here, Devin Booker's going to be out. Chris Paul's going to lead the team in assists. Obviously, I like him. As you saw, he had 56 DK. He's going to be assisting the whole team. Him and DeAndre Ayton are going to be nice 1-2 punch, but they need a outside shooter, and that's where these guys come in, okay? All of them are viable between Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, and Cam Johnson, but for the small forward and power forward position, I'm going to give you Jay Crowder, and I'm going to give you Cam Johnson. Okay, these guys are going to be around that 4K range, and I want to take full advantage of them. Um, as you see, Cam Johnson right here, he's a very solid shooter. Then the last previous game against Denver, 35 minutes, 7 for 16, got you 27 DK. He's going to get you well over, 10, 12, 15 shots in this game. And I want to take full advantage of it because he is a good scorer when he's coming off the bench getting limited minutes. Now you're going to see an uptick. Excuse me. You're going to see an uptick from 30 to 35, maybe 40. It depends how long they keep him out there. If they really need his scoring ability. And then the next guy we're going to look at, Jay Crowder, has really become a nice, constant journeyman, outside shooter, solid rebounder, and that's what he provides to the team. Nice toughness. Played 45 minutes against Denver, 6 for 15. Got made a ridiculous amount of threes, 6 out of 13. Jeez. Um, and against OKC, they're a very tough team. They usually cover spreads, so I don't see the Phoenix Suns blowing them out. But I'm definitely going to take advantage of these under 5K guys that are going to get upwards of 30 minutes in a situation where they're not going to have their best player, which is Devin Booker. So Jay Crowder, Cam Johnson, put them into your lineups. And then last but not least, at the center position, we're going to take that off, and we're going to look for someone in a prime position. Obviously, we want to pay up for these stars. So in order to do that, we got to find a cheap guy. And I found one for you. I took advantage of Aldridge the last time when he was cheap. Remember, I gave you Aldridge at 5,500 going up against Dallas. He got you 43 DK. I think this guy can do a similar performance. This is going to be Steven Adams with the New Orleans Pelicans struggling mightily, losing game after game after game. And this is a situation where the Washington Wizards don't have any big men. All right, no Moritz Wagner, no Thomas Bryant. And this is a guy that can clean up the glass, get some blocks. Uh, Limited in the scoring area. He's going to get you over 5 attempts. He's usually efficient. He's probably, getting dunks and little hook shots. But I'm looking for him to rebound and block, and he can take full advantage of this Washington Wizards defense that is atrocious. So give me Steven Adams at 5,500, just a starting center, way too cheap. You don't see 5K in none of these game logs because he doesn't belong there. He has upside that can get you up to 40 DK. He can get you a nice double double. He's providing a nice amount of assists as well. That's really a surprise from Steven Adams, but this is how Stan is using him. So give me Steven Adams at 5,500 for that center position, and then you pay up for everything else, 7,800. So your wildest dreams that you want to fill out this lineup, it is possible because I was able to find you. I think these are a nice, solid core of guys to use in your lineup builds. I didn't say lock them in, but you can sprinkle them in your lineup if you need a little salary saver. But other than these guys, we have to wait on news. Please go to rotoworld.com into the NBA section. Watch and see who's going to be in or out. You can make further adjustments. Also, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are at 247. We're so close to 250. And when we to 250, and then when we get to 300, I'm giving away some money. So I don't know. Tell your friend. Just if you see this, let somebody know. Tell them to subscribe. You want some money, don't you? You want to be that 300th subscriber? I know you do. So please subscribe. All right. I'll see you tomorrow with another video, and peace out.